A couple of weeks ago, I wrote a blog post about a really neat toothbrush that I was reviewing called the Oral-B Professional Care Smart Series 5000 with Smart Guide. This really is a neat toothbrush. Now, what you didn't know though was I was supposed to post two blog posts about that product. One of those blog posts had to be a video like what I'm doing now. Now they gave us two choices for this video. I could either show myself using this product or just tell you about the product. Well, trust me, you do not want to see me using a toothbrush. I tend to slobber all over myself, so I chose not to show you me using this really neat toothbrush. Instead, I'm just going to tell you about it. This toothbrush is really a neat toothbrush. All I do is just pick up the toothbrush, grab the head, and put it on. Just like that. It's as easy as that. Then I put a little toothpaste on the end and I start using it. Now let me show you this other neat thing called the Smart Guide. You can see over here on the Smart Guide it has a little smiley face on there. Now what will happen with the smiley face when I turn this on, it's going to show the different quadrants of your mouth. Well, it won't show the different quadrants of your mouth, but it'll show the different quadrants in a circle that represent the different quadrants of your mouth. Now what will happen is, what the dentists recommend is you brush for 30 seconds on each quadrant. And so the first 30 seconds, one quadrant is going to light up. Then the next 30 seconds, another quadrant is going to light up. So you can know exactly what quadrant you're supposed to be on of your mouth and how long you've been brushing. Okay, you ready to start watching? All I do is press this little button at the top. Go. You can see the time has started. I can watch how long I've been brushing, and I can see on the quadrant how long I've been brushing. Now, after about 30 seconds of brushing, then the toothbrush will stop briefly and it will restart, and the second quadrant will start up. Right, ready? It's almost about to restart. Watch carefully. Oh, there we go. You see it stopped briefly. And now the second quadrant is lighting up. That means I should switch from this quadrant to this quadrant. Or however you brush, however I wish to brush at the time. Now, at the end of using this, all four quadrants are going to light up and something else is going to happen. Now, I'm not going to bore you by sitting here for 2 full minutes with you looking at a toothbrush. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop it for a second and then I'll restart it. We have less than 15 seconds before it's supposed to stop and before I'm supposed to stop brushing. Now, as you can see, there's 4 quadrants flashing and there's 3 stars because you're done with 3 stars. Now look at this. It just stopped and restarted, and look at the smiley face in the middle. That means you've brushed for as long as what the dentists say that you should brush, which is 2 minutes. Now I'm going to turn this off and I'm going to show you something else about this really neat toothbrush. Now you'll see after a few seconds the time is going to stop and the timer is going to switch back to the time in just a couple minutes. Just a few seconds. There it is. It switched back to the regular time again. Now, some other things about this toothbrush. You'll notice that here's the on and off button. I pressed it a few minutes ago. And then down here is another neat little button. This toothbrush has different settings on it. It has one setting where it's time for 30 seconds per quadrant. The other setting is timed for 45 seconds per product. Then there are settings for a gentle brush if you just want to brush your gums in your mouth. Then there are settings for just sensitive teeth. If you have sensitive teeth and you don't want it to brush so hard, It has settings for that also. It truly is a smart toothbrush. Now generally what I'll do is I'll brush for 45 seconds. Because if you remember in my first post, I said that I had been diagnosed with gum disease. And so I want to massage my gums a little bit longer. And I'm going to brush a little bit longer than normal. So what I do is I press the top button. Then I press this little button. And you'll notice something new came up in the corner. It has a little plus up there, which means I'm doing it for 45 seconds now, not just for 30 seconds. Now I'm not going to sit here and wait for it to come to 45 seconds, because it's just going to do the same thing as it did before. Instead, I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this really neat toothbrush. Now, the toothbrush that I was using, that my dentist actually gave me to use about 6 months ago, has two different heads that I have to use. It has a special head that I would have to put on that would brush between my teeth. That would go between my teeth and get all the yucky stuff between the teeth. And then I'd have to put on a second head to actually clean the teeth. Now, I don't know if you can see them, but if you'll see, this is a funky looking toothbrush. It has some long heads. It has some short in the middle. Some short things in the middle, bristles, and then it has some funky looking bristles that actually kind of go back and forth. These longer bristles actually get between my teeth, and the shorter bristles actually clean my teeth. So instead of having to brush twice as long like I did before and use two different heads, all I have to do is use one head on my toothbrush. After I'm done, I just rinse it underneath the water, and I take it off, and I put my toothbrush away. It's that easy. This truly is a smart toothbrush. Another reason I really like the toothbrush is because it actually has gotten my teeth whiter. From the time I started using this toothbrush about a month ago until now, my teeth have gotten whiter. Now I'm not going to try to smile and show you how white my teeth have gotten, because they're only going to be as bright as what your computer allows it to be. And so I'm not going to try to smile and do that. You'll just have to trust me on this one, that my teeth have gotten brighter. So, how can you get one of these great toothbrushes? All you have to do is click on one of the links that I'm going to have listed below to get to the Oral-B website, and from now until June 16th, you can actually get a $10 mail-in rebate on some of the select power toothbrushes that they have, including this Oral-B Professional Care Smart Series 5000 with Smart Guard. You can actually get this toothbrush with a $10 mail-in rebate. Trust me, you will like it. Go to the website and look today.